Oh, that's true.
Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. We're finally back to our regular schedule and our regular liturgy and everything. We're going to begin by lighting the Shabbat candles. Would you like to light the Shabbat candles for us? I know you're visiting, but we would be happy to have you do it. Lori, right? Lori, okay. And the blessing can be found on page 4 in the Siddur. Do you need it or?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wonder if the elevation here in Albuquerque makes that happen.
It's the vent.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll continue now with Shalom Aleichem on page 5 at the bottom. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We'll turn ahead to page 11, and we'll continue with Psalm 95, Lechu Neranena. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Adonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Adonai. Naria, Naria, Letsuri Shenu. Nekadamachana betoda, Naria, Naria, Letsuri Shenu, Bizmirot Naria lo, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice, the sea and its fullness roar, the meadows and all that grows in them exult, even the trees of the forest shall sing praise, as Adonai comes to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and people with divine truth. Middle of page 14, we'll continue with Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Betagel Haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Betagel Haaretz. Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umlo, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umlo, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. Exalt Adonai our God, and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. Bottom of page 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodesho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodesho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodsho. So we'll now turn ahead to page 23, and we'll continue with Lachadodi, which is the prayer that officially welcomes Shabbat. We'll do the first two stanzas on page 23, the middle stanza on 24, and the bottom stanza on 25. When we get to the bottom stanza, we'll all rise and face the entrance to welcome Shabbat. Page 23, Lachadodi. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat mekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat mekabela. Shamor vezachor bedibur echad hishmi anu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad. Ushemo echad l'shem multiferet ve'litila lechadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat mekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor ha'beracha merosh mikedem nesucha סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לחדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת מקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לחדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. Please rise and face the entrance. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצולתו אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה לחדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת מקבלה. I lie לחדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת מקבלה. You may be seated. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards. We'll now continue with Tzadikat Tamar, middle of page 28. Tzadikat Tamar yiferach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun besefer דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי צורי ולא עוולה תבוא. In a moment, we'll continue with Mariv, but before we do that, I'd like to invite everyone to turn to page 178. We'll continue with the prayer for the state of Israel. Even though there is the ceasefire going on, we still hope and pray that everything will fully 100% end in terms of the violence there. Page 178 at the top. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha Bevrat Chastecha, Uferos Aleha Sukat Shalomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants back to Israel so that they can be buried. Therefore, I have a new version of the prayer for the hostages I would like to share. May the Holy One who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, send complete return to the remaining hostages who have lost their lives while held in captivity since October 7th. Strengthen their spirit and resolve of their families who are waiting patiently to intern their loved ones with dignity. May you guide the hand of our enemies to return them speedily and without incident. Grant strength and courage to all of those involved in ensuring their graceful return and the disarmament of our enemies. Grant strength of spirit to all our brothers and sisters, the people of Israel, to remain united and strong in the face of ongoing hatred and bigotry, while potential peace in the region and an end to the war is imminent. Bring them home now, and let us say, Amen. Amen. We'll now turn back to page 39a, and we'll continue with the Mariv service. I would like to invite everyone to please rise for the Baruch at the top of the page 39a. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Please join me in English, middle of the page. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. U'mavir yom u'mevi laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'ben laila, Adonai Tsevaot shemo. El chai v'chayam, tamidim lo chalenu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Aravim. Page 40. Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amacha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shokveinu u'bekumeinu nasiach bechukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי יהי מחיינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, באהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה משהו. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Top of 43a. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. Top of page 44. We'll continue with Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot seifele. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה, זהילי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We'll continue now with Hashkivenu, page 45 at the top. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל כל עמו Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We'll continue now with V'shamru and Chatzi Kaddish. Please rise, page 46. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברה קירותי והמליך מלכותי, בחייכנו ויומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך ויתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen. We'll continue now with the silent private Amida for Erev Shabbat that begins on page 47 and concludes on page 52. Okay, if you are still reciting the Amidah, please continue. And before we move on to the full Kaddish, I'd like to invite everyone to turn to page 173, and we'll continue with the Misha Berach prayer for those who are ill. And if you have a name you want to add this evening, please go ahead and rise or remain standing in your place, and you'll be able to say the name out loud after we read through the names on our list. Page 173, the Debbie Friedman Misha Berach. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Leah bat Sarah, Yaakov Achana bat Rivka Simcha, Shena Razel bat Sima, Moshe Alayla bat Yovel Sarah, Adam Chaim ben Sarah, Nisan ben Esther, Shoshana Lena bat Yochevet, Kira bat Ariel, Batcha bat Chana, Yisrael ben Ita Ernest Edinger, Moshe ben Mara Leah Craig Cohen, David ben Leah Don Satz, Shemira Cherut bat Sarah Melissa Lawrence, Mira Tzipora bat Sarah Marie Han, Basha bat Malka Betty Harvey, Elisheva bat Chana Glynis Ingal, Tama bat Golda Thelma Edwards, Yaakov ben Limid Jack Azuz, Esther Tenenbaum, Diane Shotaro, Rachel Langer, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Kuras, Ken Gasser, Harvey Kulchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damaro, Elva Pineda, Judy Pitkovsky, Nancy Levick, Killian Parker, Tanya Bobrick, Marion Camerlingo, Terry Lukanik, Stephen Lukanik, Robert Lukanik, Patty Locks, Gary Guto, Kevin Robinson, Dan Faith, Nancy Rummage, Lee Gershin, Lynn Sinowitz, Jennifer Rudin, Chessie Idenopoulos, Richard Brower, Lizbeth Benitez, Francis Gilston, Doris Duhigg, Shelley Koffler, Madeline Dunn, Amy Stone, and Shirley Morrison.
Yoruba Yehudit, Rocha Shendel, Bat Kasalabusa.
Barry's turn.
Okay, and is there anyone online who would like to add a name?
Mary Sparks.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Misha Beirach Imotenu Mekor habaracha la'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We'll now continue with the full Kaddish, page 54 in the middle of the page. Yitkadal vitkadash merabah, ve'almadi barak yidutei ve'amlit malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chay lechol beit Yisrael, b'agalav izman kariv ve'imeru. Amen. Yesh merabah mevarach, le'alam me'almaya, yitbarach. Yitbarach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalav shmei rikudesha b'richu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'yimeru. Amen. Titkabal tzlotahon v'atahon d'chol Yisrael kodama v'hon d'vishmaya v'yimeru. Amen. Yesh lam rabba min shemaya v'chaim alin v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. And we will now continue with the Kiddush for Erev Shabbat, page 55. Please rise. Savri manaram v'rabaram v'rabotai, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabahat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, Mikol hamim v'shabat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. We'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu leshabeach l'adon hakol, latei kedula, l'ser bereshit, shelo asanu kibuye haratzon, velo samanu kimishpechot ha'adama, shelo samat Elokeinu kahen, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korenim, umishtachavim u'modim, Lifnei melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim ve'yoser haaretz umoshav yekaro b'shamayim mima'al u'shechinatu zo begovhei meromim hu Eloheinu einod Emet malkeinu efes ulato, kakatuv betorato, ve'adata hayom ve'hashevota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'elohim, b'shamayim mima'al, ve'al haaretz, mitachat einod al ken Kabbalat Shabbat Eloheinu. Katuv betoratecha Adonai imloch leolam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom ha'u yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us if you are in mourning or observing at your site this evening, please remain standing for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divarach Yirutei ve'amlich Malchutei, V'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Israel, Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam al me'almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yithaleh ve'yithalal Shemei Kudisha Barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shalom araba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. And in a moment, we'll conclude with Yigdal. Do we have any announcements?
No, just a couple.
Okay.
It's going to be a quiet few weeks.
Right.
Services here tomorrow morning at 9:30, and they'll be upstairs in the sanctuary. And Saturday Kiddush luncheon will be sponsored tomorrow by Jack Azuz. And that's all I got.
Okay. I do have one more, which is that November 22nd, so it's a month from now, we will be having the first of the two annual religious school Shabbat services, where the religious school students will participate in our Shabbat morning service and help do little Divrei Torah and lead prayers, and we bless them and honor them in the service. So that's November 22nd, which is a month from tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Okay. With that, we will conclude. And do we know if Run for Their Lives? I haven't heard anything myself, so I don't know. If Run for Their Lives is still happening, a hostage situation. It would take place at JCC on the right-hand side towards the back, and it would start at 12:30 on Sunday. Okay. With that, page 62, we will conclude with Yigdal. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza ve'yenes el metziuto echad ve'en yachid keyichudo nelam ve'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf ve'eino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon ve'en reshit le'reshito hino adon olam ve'chol notzar yoreh gedulato u'malchuto shefan nevuato netano ela anshe segulato ve'tifarto lo kam be'Yisrael kemo she'od navi u'mabit et temunato Torah emet natan le'amoel al yad nevio neman beito lo yachalif ha'el velo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofe ve'yodea setareinu mabit lesof davar bekadmato gomer leish chesed kemifalo Noten leRasha ra kerishato Yishlach leketz yamin meshichenu Liftot mechake ketz Yeshuato Meitim Yechayel berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato Meitim Yechayel berov chasto Baruch adei ad Shem tehilato. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have an oneg in the lobby, so please join us for that. See you tomorrow at 9:30. Am Yisrael chai, Am Yisrael chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael chai, Am Yisrael chai, Am Yisrael chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael chai. 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 Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Achai. Good Shabbos.